Welcome back, everybody, to the Rams franchise, where today we should have an exciting game on our hands. We'll be taking on the Cincinnati Bengals, who, of course, the Rams did beat back in Super Bowl 56 in one of the closer Super Bowls in recent history. And this game should be at least as good as that one because we have the best record in the NFL, or are tied for it, and the Bengals, they're not too far behind at 5-2. They do have a good quarterback in Joe Burrow, who is a 99 overall superstar X Factor with 99 accuracies across the board, and he has yet to throw an interception this season. Josh Rosen, our quarterback, he has completely turned his career around and saved it. He may not have 99 accuracies across the board, but he does have the highest completion percentage of his entire career. And these two quarterbacks, they lead all starting quarterbacks in average yards per attempt, so I would expect the ball to be thrown down the field quite a bit today. The Bengals, they have great receivers in Jamar Chase, Tee Higgins, Tyler Boyd. They even have a couple of former Rams at tight end in Tyler Higbee and Ben Skoranek. And our receiving core, it's good as well with Cooper Kupp and Mike Williams. We also have Michael Kirkpatrick at tight end, who's having a good rookie season. The Bengals will be without their highest overall running back in Joe Mixon, who is out with a torn bicep, but they have a very capable backup in Ramondre Stevenson, who is averaging over 5 yards per carry. Our defense, it's going to need Byron Young and all of our pass rushers to get after Joe Burrow, because if he's able to just sit back there and pick us apart, it's going to be a long day for the defense. The good news is the defense, it's been playing a lot better these last few weeks. We were able to hold down the Cowboys' elite offense, and then last week we held the Falcons to just 14 points. Now, the Bengals, they don't just have a good offense, they also have a good defense. They rank 10th in points per game allowed and have the number 1 pass defense. And they don't really have any stars on their defense, but it's a good unit. They do have a clear weakness, though. It is their rush defense. They have allowed the 2nd most rushing yards in the NFL, so Antonio Gibson, it is his time to shine. He had a great year last year, leading the NFL in rushing yards and in rushing touchdowns, but this year, he's taken a step back, and he hasn't exactly been lighting the world on fire. But it would be great for him to finally have a huge game this season and showcase that he is the best running back in the NFL, or at least one of them. Let's get into this Super Bowl 56 rematch against the Bengals. The Rams will have possession to begin the game. It's a fake to Gibson, and a screen to Michael Kirkpatrick, the rookie tight end out of Florida, is going to make his way up to the 33 with a gain of 8. Owen Fox in the game on 3rd and short. Gibson will follow him and get a first down and be spun ahead up past the 40 by Jermaine Pratt, the leading tackler on this Bengals team on the season. Another play-action fake. It's a pass on the left side to Owen Fox, who is down right away at the 46 to bring up 3rd and 6. Despite it not being 3rd and short, they'll leave the fullback in the game and toss it left side to Gibson, and he's out of bounds, short of the first down. But the Rams are going to be aggressive here on the first drive of the game. They're going to go for it. Rosen, he wants Cooper Kupp, and he's got him. He'll lay out and make a great catch to keep this drive alive for the Rams. So the gamble, it does pay off. The Rams running a lot of play action on this opening drive, and it seems to be working as Williams will make a catch down the field. He was left wide open, and he's going to put the Rams inside the red zone. LA from the 19. All day back there for Josh Rosen. He'll lob to the end zone for Vernon Hitchens. It is a bit underthrown. It'll be broken up and incomplete. 3rd down. Rosen is going to lob right side this time for Hitchens. He'll make the catch. Did he get his feet down in time? They'll say no. So it is an incomplete pass to bring up 4th and 10. A bit too far to go for it for the Rams. So here is Tanner Brown on to kick a field goal, and he'll make it and give the Rams the lead. A long drive there for the Rams in terms of time and in yardage, I guess, and it only is able to result in a field goal for them, as Tyler Higbee, the longtime Ram, makes a catch to start the Bengals offense out with a gain of 5. Here's a pass on the left side to Ramondre Stevenson, and he's going to go down with a first down at the 36, and he's actually injured on the play. And that 6', 230-pound running back out of Oklahoma will not return to this game. So the Bengals, already without their starting running back in Mixon, are now without their backup in Stevenson. which means it's going to be a lot of Chase Brown out there for the Bengals at running back. Here is Jamar Chase left wide open on the left side. The blitz did not get there in time for the Rams, resulting in a huge gain for the Bengals. Speaking of huge gains, here's another one for the Bengals. This time it's going to be provided by Chase Brown. Jamar Chase is shaken up on the play, but he should end up returning to this game. The Bengals up to 15. Here is Burrow going down. He'll be sacked by DeMarcus Lawrence. Only a loss of 1, so not really a drive killer. On second down, it's a pass to Tee Higgins, who will make the catch, and he's actually going to go backwards and lose a few yards on the play. 3rd and 15. Burrow is running at a time. He's got nowhere to throw it, and he's going to be sacked by a bunch of Rams, including Byron Young, to bring up 4th and 25. And the Bengals are going to kick a field goal, and they'll make it. So both opening drives for both teams are going to end in field goals. A handoff to Gibson, who's trying to find somewhere to go, and he's going to get pushed ahead up to the 28. Only 13 yards on 6 carries for Antonio Gibson. The Bengals, remember, had the second worst rush defense in the NFL, as Gibson catches a check down on 3rd down, and he will not get the first down, so LA's going to go 3 and out. Here is Burrow, scanning the field and getting sacked. He'll be dropped by Devin White back at the 22. The first quarter winding down. The Bengals are going to call a screen on 3rd and 15. Chase Brown trying to get to the edge. He can't. He's going to be brought down by Devin White, and the Bengals will go 3 and out. LA is in danger of going 3 and out again. Rosen will throw to his right and hit Barton, who is tackled out of bounds by DJ Turner. Not before he's got a first down, though, at the 45. From midfield, a play-action fake. Rosen, with a lot of time, will go deep down the field and connect with Mike Williams, who is knocked down by DJ Turner at the Cincinnati 25. The second big catch made by Mike Williams in just his first half. Jose Pitts, the undrafted running back out of LSU, he'll get to the edge on the south side zone for a gain of 8. Seconded short. They go back to him. He'll bounce off the back of Kirkpatrick, avoid a diving defender in Miles Murphy, and Jose Pitts has a first down at the 12-yard line. He is still in the game at running back on 3rd and 4. And they'll give him another handoff. He's got a clear path all the way to the end zone. He'll score his first touchdown in the NFL. A great moment for him. He has really worked hard to stay on this roster, and he's making the most of his opportunities while he is on the roster. The Bengals on a 3rd and 8 will complete a deep ball to Jamar Chase over the middle. He'll pick up 20 yards and a first down. At the LA 44, it is 3rd and 1 for the Bengals. It'll be a quick pass right side to Brevin Jordan. He can't reel it in, and the Bengals will have to punt the ball away. The Rams with a chance to increase their lead up to 2 scores. Rosen hits Kirkpatrick on a slant route. He'll absolutely bulldoze DJ Turner and run him over, going down at the 43-yard line with a first down. With 4 minutes to go in the half, here is Gibson. He's got his best run of the day. He'll take it in the plus territory and go down at the 41 of Cincinnati. And they hand it off to him again. He's got another good path to run through, and he's up to the 27 with a first down. Back-to-back good runs for Gibson. With under 3 minutes to go in the half, it'll be a quick pass left side that is picked off by DJ Turner. He has been around the ball a ton in this second quarter, unable to do much up until this play. He'll pick this pass off, and now the Bengals have a chance to make it a tie game again. A quick pass left side to Jamar Chase. He'll be touchdown right away at the 48 of LA. 3rd and 4 with 2 minutes to go in the half. Another quick pass on the left side to Jamar Chase. This time, though, he's actually able to pick up some yards after the catch. 3rd and 10 from the 35. Burrow is just going to dump a screen pass off to Chase Brown. And much like the screen pass they tried earlier on a 3rd and long, this one will also not really work out. So the Bengals on 4th and 7. They will end up kicking another field goal, and they'll make it to make this a 6-10 game. The Rams have 2 timeouts and a minute to get down the field. Rosen throws between 2 defenders and hits Cooper Kupp, who is across midfield and down to the 45 of Cincinnati. So a good start to the drive for the Rams. with under 30 seconds to go. Rosen will go up top to the end zone for Vernon Hitchens. It is knocked away at the last second to bring up 3rd and 9. And the Rams are on the edge of field goal range, so they at least want to pick up a few yards here. And they will do that and then some, as Mike Williams will catch a slant route. He's up to the 24, and the Rams are going to end up using their last timeout. With 13 seconds to go, Rosen has to be careful here. He's going to go to the end zone for Vernon Hitchens, and he'll make the catch, hanging on through a big hit from Daxton Hill. Vernon Hitchens will score a touchdown here, and the Rams are able to increase their lead up to 2 scores, and we'll head into halftime of this Super Bowl 56 rematch with the Rams on top of the Bengals 17-6. The Vikings were able to win a game here against the Eagles, who are a good team, 31-24, and with that, both those teams are sitting at 7-2. Here is a look at all the other scores around the week from this week, besides the Chiefs and Bills game because they play on Monday night. Let's get right into our second half. Here is Tee Higgins making a catch on the right side. He'll pick up 12 yards and go down to the 37. 3rd and 5 for Burrow and the Bengals. They're trying to keep their opening drive of the second half going. And they will. Burrow somehow fits that pass in to Charlie Jones. If anybody's going to do it, it is Burrow. He does have 99 accuracies across the board. Here's a deep ball right side to Tee Higgins. He is inside the 10 and knocked out of bounds by Nolan Walker at the 8, making it goal to go. 2nd and goal at the 11. Now hands it off to Chase Brown, who is inside the 5, and tackled by Jason Taylor the 2nd at the 2. They have Jamar Chase singled up on the left side on 3rd and goal. Burrow looks to his right instead and hits Tee Higgins, who is into the end zone with a touchdown, and the Bengals will make this a 1-score game. They'll go for 2 to try and make it a field goal game. Burrow to his right for Higbee. He can't bring it in, so the 2-point conversion is no good, and the game will stay a 17-12 lead for the Rams. Vernon Hitchens on a screen on the right side. He can't get much after running into a defender there. He's got a gain of 7. 3rd down. There's Rosen going to go. He's going to toss it left side to Gibson, and that play is a disaster. Miles Murphy is going to drop Gibson for a big loss, and the Rams would have to punt the ball away. They fake to Chase Brown as the Bengals begin this possession, and here is Higbee making a catch on the left side. The Rams tried to punch the ball out, but it didn't work out as Will Collins is shaken up on the play. At the 41, Chase Brown gets a handoff, and he's going to fight his way up to the 48 for a pickup of 7 yards. Down to 4 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. It's a pass on the left side to Jamar Chase, and he's still going somehow. Finally brought down to the 37 with a first down. 3:30 to go now. A fake to Brown, and Burrow can't get away. He's going to be sacked by Kobe Turner for a loss of 10. Now 3rd and 20. The Bengals are not in field goal range. They're going to try and get into field goal range with a run, but it will not happen. So the Bengals will have to just punt this ball away on 4th and 20. The Rams will start this drive inside their own 10. Rosen from his own end zone. He's got a man wide open in Cooper Kupp. He'll juke out a defender and go down near the 35. Cooper Kupp, he of course won Super Bowl MVP against these Bengals back in Super Bowl 56. Here is Gibson on the left side. He's up to the 44 with a gain of 9. The 3rd quarter winding down. It's a toss right side to Gibson. He's got first down yardage and is going to fall ahead going down exactly at midfield. 3rd and short from the 43 of Cincinnati. Gibson will cut back to his left, and Jermaine Pratt is able to cut him off and stop him at the 40 to make it 4th and inches. And the Rams, who were aggressive earlier in the game, will not be here. They'll just settle for a field goal and make it an 8-point lead. I guess the reason that they were not aggressive is that their defense has played a good game as Jordan Fuller had the ball in his hands. That could have been an easy interception, but he just drops the ball. 3rd down. Burrow going down the field into traffic for Tee Higgins, who is going to ride on top of Nolan Walker and somehow hang on to it. A great catch, and that'll give the Bengals some momentum. Here is a quick pass to Higbee, who is going to get away from Lonnie Culliver, but not get much after that. 3rd and 3 from the 42 of LA. Burrow, he's got Higbee underneath, and he'll get a first down They go down at the 34. Now later on the drive, the Bengals are inside the red zone. Burrow, he's going to fire right side for Bradley Fields. The rookie wide receiver out of Kent State will make his first catch in the NFL, and he's down at the 1. Chase Brown getting a handoff, and the Rams defense is able to stonewall him and stop him in the backfield for a loss of 1. Second and goal. Burrow, quick right side to the end zone, and Brevin Jordan, their third-string tight end, he'll make the catch and score a touchdown. And the Bengals, they will, of course, go for 2 again to try and tie this game up. Burrow, he's going to make a spinning throw to the end zone, and Jamar Chase will make the catch. And just like that, we're going to be all tied up at 20 in the fourth quarter. So we have a whole new ball game, and the Rams are losing momentum, facing 3rd and 7 from their 28. Mike Williams will make the catch and at least get this drive going a bit. They're facing another 3rd down from their own 45. Rosen, he's running out of time, so he checks it down to Tremaine Barton, and he will not get much after making the catch. So the Rams are going to end up punting the ball away. So all of a sudden, the Bengals, who have been trailing for the majority of this game, they have a chance to take the lead late in the fourth quarter. There is Higbee with a gain of 11. Now a counter to Brown, and he runs right into Lawrence, and he'll be dropped in the backfield for a loss of 3. Down to 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Burrow fires right side, and there is Higbee making another catch against his old team, and he's up to the 45 with a first down. Here is Brown on a draw. He'll find a way to squeeze on through a small gap, and he's all the way to the LA 39, putting the Bengals on the edge of field goal range, and that's all they need to take the lead. Brown, right side, he's inside the 30, inside the 20, and knocked out of bounds at the 12. So the Bengals are now for sure in field goal range as Byron Young is shaken up. From the 12-yard line, Brown is met in the backfield and dropped by Devin White for a loss of 3. 3rd and 9 with 52 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. The Bengals are just going to run it again, and Brown goes down right away, and the Bengals will use their last timeout. So they're going to just try a field goal here to take the lead, and the kick is good. And the Bengals will go up by 3 with under a minute to go in the fourth quarter. And now a chance for Josh Rosen to get the Rams down the field. He's got no timeouts and about 40 seconds to do so. Rosen scanning under pressure. Hit easy, let it go. He was looking for Schwartz, who was open, but he ran out of time. 3rd and 10. Just 34 seconds remaining. Rosen, he's going to throw to his left for Cooper Kupp, and he'll make the catch. A great job to drag his feet on the sideline there to make the catch, but they still have a lot of yards to gain here. A deep ball right side, one-on-one for Cooper Kupp. It is knocked out of his hands at the west second by Battle. A near touchdown there for the Rams. 3rd and 10. Rosen, he's going to go to his right for Schwartz, and he'll make the catch on the sideline, and he's out of bounds at the 41, putting the Rams on the edge of field goal range with just 12 seconds to go. Rosen, he's going to go up top, taking a shot to the end zone for Hitchens, one-on-one, and it's going to be broken up and incomplete. And with only 6 seconds remaining, they will just bring on Tanner Brown to attempt a 58-yard field goal to force overtime. Does he have the leg? He does. It is right down the middle. He'll drill it. So we will head to overtime, all tied up at 23 in this rematch of Super Bowl 56. We'll see what happens in overtime. The Bengals have won the coin toss and will begin overtime with possession. Burrow has a man open. That is Charlie Jones, the third-year man out of Purdue. He is up to the 41 with a first down as Burrow is closing in on a 300-yard day. He'll throw it to his left and hit Tee Higgins, and he'll get away from Nolan Walker. Higgins is up to the 38 of LA, putting the Bengals in field goal range, but obviously they want to go for the touchdown. Chase Brown bouncing around and falling ahead up to the 29 with a gain of 10. He's over 100 yards now. Second and short. Jones in motion. They'll hand it off to Brown. He gets away from Lonnie Culliver, avoids Jordan Fuller, and Brown is gone. A walk-off touchdown here in overtime by Chase Brown, the third-year running back out of Illinois. And the Bengals will get revenge for having lost Super Bowl 56 by beating the Rams here in the regular season a few years later, winning 29-23. Joe Burrow, he didn't have the best start to the game, but he picked things up and really got going. Monster day for Tee Higgins, also for Chase Brown, who came into this game as the backup and began the year as their third string running back, but he has some very good abilities as a running back, and he showed it all today. Josh Rosen, he kind of struggled in this one, at least in the second half he really struggled, and that is ultimately what did us in. We didn't score enough points in the second half. The first half, the offense was pretty good. We didn't really get much from Gibson, who I thought was going to have a big day. Remember the Bengals, they had the second worst rush defense in the NFL coming into this game, but we just couldn't get much going besides what Jose Pitts did. And maybe we should have just had Jose Pitts getting some more carries because the offensive line was blocking well for him when he was out there. Going through some upgrades after the disappointing loss, Michael Kirkpatrick, he continues to impress. He showed some ability after the catch today, which is something we really haven't seen a ton of from him, and that is something I hope to see more of moving forward. The last upgrade we have, it is for Bobby Brown III, and we'll go power rusher to work on his power moves. He'll get two to that, also one to his strength. So Montel Rodriguez, he has been out with a dislocated knee for a few weeks, but he's going to be good to go next week, and we're going to be mixing him in to this backfield that could desperately use some boost. I mean, we just haven't been able to run the ball as well as I've wanted to. Two players who are set to be free agents at the end of the year that I would love to have back are Jordan Fuller and Kelvin Joseph. In Jordan Fuller's case, he was one of our first true building blocks we had on this team, and he's been consistently solid. For Kelvin Joseph, he's been more inconsistent, but he's had some extremely high highs. Last year, he had 7 interceptions. He had 4 the year before that, where he wasn't really a full-time player. So he's been really good at times, but at other times, not so much. Still, I want to bring him back. And their price right now, their contract demands, it's not that bad. So we'll try and bring them back at the end of the season. Let's go ahead and take a look around the NFL at the standings because we are at the midway point. The AFC North, it's a fight right now between 3 teams. The Bengals, Steelers, and Ravens, they all have a shot. In the AFC East, another 3-team race, but only one of them is above 500 in the Bills. The AFC South is a battle between 3 teams as well. The Texans, Titans, and Colts all still have a chance. The Titans have won 4 games in a row with Baker Mayfield as their quarterback. In the AFC West, the Chiefs are on top. They've won 5 in a row, but the Chargers are right there with them, and some other teams also not too far behind them. The NFC North, a completely different story. The Vikings, they're the only team right now above 500, and they're at 7-2. They just beat the Eagles, who, despite the loss, are still tied for first place in their division with the Cowboys. To the NFC South, the Panthers are at 5-4, and they lead that division with the Saints, Falcons, and Buccaneers, all within striking distance at the very least. And we, of course, do lead the NFC West, despite the loss today, and the Cardinals, they did end up losing again. Remember, they have no Kyler Murray. He's right now out with a broken thumb. And yeah, we are still tied for the best record in the NFL despite the loss. So I don't really feel too bad about it because the Bengals are a good team. We have a chance to bounce back in our next game. We'll be taking on the Lions, who are 0-8. We may end up doing a 2-game episode. Next episode, I guess it just really depends on what happens in that Lions game. Thanks for watching this one, and I'll see you in the next one.